Welcome to What's New with Mythwind. Today let's go over the Ranger. The Ranger's goal is to explore the area surrounding the Mythwind Valley, uncovering its dangers and gathering goods to benefit the town. The Ranger manages their inventory of items before leaving the town on multi-day expeditions. To set up the Ranger, take the Ranger tray and place in the header and 2 Ranger boards. Place the Ranger by your tray, as well as the 10 Ranger skills, making sure the level is face up. Take 10 coins from the main supply and place those by the Ranger. Place the inventory token to the leftmost of the inventory track. Separate the double-sided item cards. The icon at the bottom tells you what is on the other side of the card. And tools are used to become goods. So trap becomes fur, axe becomes wood, rifle becomes meat, compass becomes map, and backpack becomes progress. Take 1 compass, axe, rifle, and trap card and place them to the right of the allocated stock section of the right side Ranger board, in any order. Set the remaining cards somewhere off to the side. Next, separate the expedition cards according to number. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Take each individual pile, shuffle it, and place them by the tray along with the expedition planning tile. During the dawn phase, after resolving the weather effect, the Ranger will choose location. What this means is the Ranger will choose either an expedition action or a town action. And whatever they choose is what they will resolve for their day action. If the Ranger already has an expedition in progress, and his miniature is marking an expedition card, the Ranger skips this step. Only when an expedition has been completed can the Ranger return to town or begin a new expedition. If this is your first game, it is recommended that you start with an expedition. Expeditions come in 5 different difficulty levels. The numbers in each column represent how many expedition cards will be needed. So we can see for a light expedition, we will need 2 Tier 1 cards and 1 Tier 2 cards, and so forth for the remainder. For your first game, it is recommended to start with a light expedition. So, as we said, we need 2 Tier 1 cards and 1 Tier 2 card. Shuffle those, then place them randomly in a row by the character tray. Then place the Ranger miniature above the leftmost card. This is the first segment of his expedition. And as each card gets resolved, the Ranger will move right, resolving from left to right. Next, the Ranger chooses which tools he wishes to bring on his expedition. You may only bring the amount marked by the inventory token, so in this case you can only bring 4, but you can choose any 4 from your stock. Including if there were duplicates, that's fine, as long as it doesn't exceed 4. Then choose a specific order to place them in and place them in a row near the character tray. Once an expedition begins, the order cannot change. And the order they're placed in is assigned a numerical value. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And each expedition card has an icon to let you know what should be useful to help resolve these cards. And this information could be useful to help you determine what order to place your items. The next step is to reveal the expedition card. Then immediately resolve the weather effect. Some weather effects will tell you to gain a good. Some might tell you to extend your journey and what tier of card to use. And if this were the case, take a card of that tier and add it to your current expedition. And shorten journey means to remove the rightmost card, unless he's already at the rightmost card, in which case, ignore the effect. Rearrange means he may swap the position of 2 cards in his inventory. Lose a good means to remove a good from their inventory if they're able. Removed goods just go back with their deck. If the Ranger cannot remove a good, if their inventory has no cards, they are exhausted, which I will get to in a bit. Next is the Explore action. This is when you resolve the expedition card, and each column of the card is an encounter. To explore, each column must be resolved from left to right. until all encounters have been completed or the ranger is exhausted, which I will get to in a bit. Each encounter has a cost, which is the top symbol, and an outcome, which is one or two symbols below that. And what type of outcome it is indicated on the bottom right of each outcome. There are two types of outcomes: the exploration outcome, which is indicated by either a check mark or X, or preparation, which is marked with a dot. Let's go through resolving preparation first. First, we check the column that we're in to see if we need to be prepared with an axe. We can see the axe is in the 1 position of both the items and the column, so we are prepared. That is to say, we need more than just the axe, we also need it to be in the 1st position. And because we do have the axe in the 1 position, we are able to rearrange. So we can rearrange, swap 2 cards. Next is the exploration outcomes. If we paid the encounter cost, we resolve the paid action. If we did not, we resolve the did not pay action. If paying a tool cost, discard the card from your inventory, which likely changes the position of the cards. So now we have 1, 2, 3. And whenever the ranger is able to resolve an effect and the outcome is an item, that means to take that card and flip it over and keep it in your inventory. So in this example, we see that we need to have a compass in the 3rd position. And if so, we gain a trap. And that just goes on the end of our inventory. And we may now flip our compass to the map side. To resolve a worker die cost, take the appropriate worker die from the ranger's tray, decrease it by 1, and place it on the expedition card. The expedition card taking the place of a skill slot during an expedition. Other non-weather effects that you'll come across in your cards are damage, which means to remove a card from the inventory and place it back in their deck. If the ranger cannot move an item card and their inventory has no cards, they are exhausted. There's scout, which means reveal the next card in the expedition. There's restock, which means take a number of items from your inventory and swap them for an equal number from your stock, so your inventory has the same number of items. There's Divert Path, which means looking at the cards after the one the ranger is at, see how many cards of each tier there are. So in our example, grab one tier 1 and one tier 2 card, shuffle those together, then use that to create a second path the ranger could choose from. Then choose either the new or old path and discard the other row face down. Finally, there's craft a tool, which means take any tools from the inventory to gain one different tool, and it can be placed anywhere in the inventory. The ranger's day phase ends when he rests, becomes exhausted, or completes the expedition. Let's start with rest. If the ranger is able to complete the final encounter of their current expedition card, they prepare for dusk by moving to the next expedition card. And this is where they will begin their next day. The ranger is exhausted if he needs to discard a card, but there are no cards to discard. When this happens, take the miniature and place it on the town section of his tray. Then shuffle the expedition cards back into their respective piles. If the ranger completes the final encounter, he completes his expedition. All item cards get placed in the ranger's stock. The expedition cards get shuffled back into their respective piles, and the miniature goes on the town location of his tray. If the ranger decides to visit town for his turn, his character actions include increasing stock, resolving skill, and using items, as well as worker actions. To increase stock, choose one of these 6 tools. Of course, which ones you can choose must align with your town action that you took. So if the ranger took a town action that aligned them with sprites, they could, for example, choose a compass, which just goes into the stock. And now is when, if you had a skill, you would resolve it. If you had the extra work skill, reveal a tier 1 expedition card. shuffle the card back into the deck face up. For Community Builder, during an expedition, decrease a hired sprite and place it in the dice action slot to perform an empty use building action with the sprite alignment. For Delegator, during an expedition, decrease a hired villager and place it in the dice action slot to perform an empty use building action with a villager alignment. For Loyalty, spend 1 coin to increase a hired villager or sprite. One more thing, during an expedition, decrease a villager and place it in the dice action slot to gain a rifle or trap tool from your stock into your inventory. For Valley Awareness, reveal a Tier 2 Expedition card. Shuffle the card back into the deck face up. Local Expertise, during an expedition, decrease a sprite and place it in the dice action slot to gain a compass or axe tool from your stock to your inventory. For Market, wood, meat, fur, and maps are all worth 1 coin more when selling. Once gained, you can resolve this skill anytime you sell a good. For Stocking Up, sell 1 meat and 1 fur for 15 coins. And for Like a Second Home, reveal a Tier 3 Expedition card. Shuffle the card back into the deck face up. When you gain a skill, you may rearrange as you please, and resolving skills are optional. And to gain a level 2 or 3 skill, one of the sprites at the top of the skill must be in play. And yes, the Ranger does have some skills that can only be done while on an expedition. Use items means the Ranger is able to sell or spend their goods and tools to earn coins and resolve other effects. Any sold or spent items are taken from the Ranger's stock and placed in the main deck. And the Ranger can resolve up to 2 different effects. So in our example, we gained a compass. And now that we've gained a compass, we have the potential to resolve these 2 actions. If we gained an axe, we may sell any number of wood for 2 coins each. Alternatively, we may spend 2 wood to advance a building on the building queue. If you gain a compass, you may sell any maps for 5 coins each. If you gain a compass, you may sell 1 map to flip over a Tier 1 Expedition card and leave it face up. Then shuffle that deck, and the next time you plan an expedition, if that card happens to be drawn, you may leave it face up. So it starts the expedition face up. If you gain Backpack or Progress, once all characters have chosen their town action, decrease a hired worker from your tray to perform an empty use a building action that matches that alignment. Place that die on the building that was used. You also may pay the inventory upgrade cost to upgrade the inventory track. Each cost is underneath each track section. When you gain a rifle, you may sell any meat for 3 coins each. Or you may spend a rifle, flip over the top card of the level 1 expedition deck, and for every outcome that has a meat, gain that number of meats and place that in your stock. Shuffle that card back into its deck. Finally, if you gain a trap, you may sell any number of furs for 4 coins each. You may also spend a fur and any tool to gain any 2 tools. Next is perform worker actions. So take a die from the tray, lower the pips by 1 and place it in the matching color. Then gain that tool. And you may use any number of hired workers. During the Dusk Phase, the Ranger has no special actions. During end of season, the Ranger has no unique steps to follow. To save the Ranger's progress, return the Ranger miniature to the box, remove the header from the tray, place the Ranger's coins into the tray, as well as unused expedition cards, and unused tool and good cards in the tray. Then replace the header, remove the right Ranger board, and place your stock in there. If you were on an expedition, place the leftmost expedition card in the tray first, followed by the next cards in order. Then place the leftmost tool on top of that, and each subsequent card in order on top of that. Replace the board. Remove the left ranger board and place the skills in there. Replace the board. If play will not be continuing on with the ranger, remove the dice. Otherwise, place the lid on the tray. To continue playing with the ranger, do all that in reverse. Thank you for joining me as I learn Mythwind's Ranger. Have fun, and I invite you to join me now as I continue my playthrough. And welcome back to Mythwind. So, an intro reminder that I've never played Mythwind before. So, the Ranger is the third character I'm going through. So, this is the third season. So, this is the third time I've ever played Mythwind. This is also the third time I've played a brand new character. So, mistakes and all, this is me playing Mythwind. This is how my game ends up going as I play it solo. You can see we have our villager die. I just took them out of the tray, re-rolled them, and this is what came out. So we got 2 villagers, 2 dice with 3 sprites, and 1 die with 1 sprite. We have our 10 coins, our trays set up. I can put that a little more straight for our track of the stock that we can have. And looking at this, I don't even have my stock yet. So I'm going to take a compass, an axe, a trap, and a rifle, known by its crosshair sight. And this is the stock that I have. So there we go. And these are just the stacks of cards to end up drawing from. These are just stacks. This isn't, so just like our expedition cards here, this is just stuff that I can pull from. So we have our stock here. That's what that is. We have our skills here, and we can see that some of them can be used during expeditions. So normally you would take, normally you would take an action depending on where you went in the town, and then whatever action you took, if you did a compass, you would then move over there. If you have a skill in that same row, you would do that skill. However, there are some where you can see this little expedition symbol that lets you know that while you're on an expedition, you can do that skill. Don't worry about having it in here. You need to be on an expedition, not choosing one of these actions. So there we go. That is our skills. So it is a little bit different than the other factions. I've played the farmer and crafter. It's strictly you choose one of these and you can do the skill. The ranger has 4 of these where don't worry about don't worry about choosing one of these. It's when you're on an expedition, which I will lay out down here. I'm pretty sure I gave myself enough space that you can see it nicely. And I'll get to that in a sec. All right, sorry about that. I am back, and now I just slightly adjusted things just to look prettier in camera. So anyways, so we do have our town, which we have started, and we are continuing. You can see the buildings that we put on are indeed still there. We are on autumn, so if we get a cloudy, sunny cloud, 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 sun, rain, cloud, we get to do an action. We get to add a food, remove a culture, or do a skill. Ooh. The ranger, of course, doesn't have any skills, but that would have been, that could be nice in the future. The next time we come to autumn, I would think whoever would be able to do a skill. So what the book recommends is to start with an expedition. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's get our weather effect and see what it is. Ba-boom! Move a building, which we do not have. And that's it. Okay, so we have a cloud. And that's how we start. And I just wanted to double check that we indeed didn't have a building. Yes, I didn't mess anything up. We indeed do not have a building there. So let's get on with it. Like I say, so the first thing it recommends to do, so I might as well do it, is an expedition. So what does that mean? We got tier 1, 2, and 3 of cards. So let's start with a light. Let's see what this is even about in the first place. So we will need 2 tier 1 cards and 1 tier 2 cards. let's take those. 1, 2, and 1. And shuffle those together. Shuffle 3 cards together. It could be worse. We could be shuffling 2 cards together. Okay, so we got tier 2 to start, I guess. And tier 1 and tier 1. Okay. I'm going to cheat. I do not want to start with a tier 2. I've never played this before. Why would I do that? All right, I think what I'm going to do is separate these. Hopefully that works out fine enough. I am at this card. So what is this card? Wait. Oh, did I accidentally? Oh, you know what? I didn't memorize that. Okay, so axe. So we're going to have our stuff. I'll just move that over there. I'm sure you're okay with that. So it says we'll probably need an axe first. Actually, it doesn't say first, but it says we'll need an axe. So I'm going to put it first because that seems to be what that ends up meaning. So I don't know. Let's do that. There's a target there, a target. Scope sight there. And okay, so these are the tools I am bringing on my expedition. And would you look at that so far? I've accidentally done everything correctly. I chose my expedition. I chose my cards. I placed my miniature by the cards, and then I took from my stock. So I took 4 cards. That's what this is for. I took 4 cards. I can go all the way up to 10 cards total to this expedition. Then I would reveal the expedition. So once these cards are down, this is the order that they will be in. Only special effects gained by the card would let me change this order. So now let's, for real, actually look at it. So I have a cloudy, what's it? And let's see. It is indeed cloudy, so I am able to gain a rifle. And the rules state specifically you can gain more than what you're allowed to bring. So I can have 5. So I'm just going to shift these over here. This card's not needed so much, so that's all fine. And anyways, yeah, you get that. Okay, so it was, or it is cloudy. We gained a new rifle. Now, so this is not, okay, so there's 2 types. There's the preparation type of outcome. This does have one. So this dot one, this is a preparation one. So if we look at that and we say we do indeed have a compass, we can then gain a trap. However, we are starting at 1. Imagine. So we have an axe in the position 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the 5th card, 5. So the axe is in 1. So we are able to perform the outcome. So we can swap. That's nice. So change 2 cards. Oh, nice. It worked out. So I can indeed swap. And what I mean by work out is, we can see that we want a trap in the 2nd position. And if we swap this trap to put it in the 2nd position, swap means change 2 cards, we can then see that the compass is in the 3rd position. So we can even accomplish the next one. So that's just nice. So if the compass wasn't in the 3rd position, we just wouldn't any of that. Okay, so first mission, first outcome is done. First encounter is done. So we would have had to damage had the axe not been in the 1st position. So no damage, so we get to keep all our cards, which is what the damage is. Take a card, you no longer have that card. Now, let's move on to the next one. Ooh, our trap is in the 2nd position. Cha-ching! It is. And the outcome is, we get a fur. So snap, we lose our trap to gain a fur. So we're doing okay for this first expedition. And then for the third, we do indeed have a compass. In the third, we are prepared. We're so well prepared that we get to gain another trap. I like how this is initially working out. And that goes on the end. So now we have 6 because we are allowed to gain more than we're allowed to bring initially. And that compass then becomes a map. So tools becomes goods. So we do lose the compass. We don't have the compass anymore. But that's, that's the life of the ranger. Okay, so day 1 is complete. The first part of an expedition is a day. Okay, so that's day 1 done. Okay, so be it. So I did mess up. Anyone watching? Okay, so this is you have to pay the cost, and paying the cost actually means you lose that. So that should have not gone so good. That should have not gone so good because now this is in position 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually I would have swapped it so that it would work out better. Yeah, I would have. Okay, perhaps it would have worked out the same. I'm not going to go back. This is my playthrough after all, including learning from my mistakes. So let's see. I don't remember. Did I switch these two? Yeah, I did. So probably would have maybe. You know what? I'm gonna continue on. Okay, so I forgot to pay the cost. Literally remove it. So that's the mistake of day 1. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. This is my playthrough after all, so let's just continue on. Okay, and because he completed the card, he's able to just move on to the next one. Okay, so this is no workers or whatever. So he doesn't get returned he's on the board. He gets returned like any other character. However, he's out on an expedition, so he's going to be continuing on to the next one. So next day, that's what's going to start. There is no other special thing that he has to do during dusk. So we get to just move on to the next day. So let's move on to the next day. The next day is going to be a sunny day. Oh, okay. There's a chance if we get a cloud, then we would be able to increase our food. And there is indeed a event. Okay, so what is the event? Let's choose the top card, which is 47. And 47 card says, Wood Golems visit. Unexpectedly, a small group of wood golems visits town. They are impressed with the way you're using your resources. It's good and real nice. They all nod in approval. Nice. They offer to show you ways to improve your lumber processing so you can make the best use of the felled wood. Oh, thanks. If you haven't yet built the If you haven't yet built the lumber yard, indeed I have not. Fishing grounds is the nice special one. In my head, it's a nice special one. Anyways, if you haven't at no cost. Sorry, I had to look up for a second. Construct. This isn't put in the queue. If it's red, you're at construct already. The lumberyard at no cost. If you have already built the lumberyard, I have not. Discover land and gain. No, we have not built a lumberyard, and we even have a spot to put it in. Wow. Okay, so I am looking for the lumber yard. Oh, I hope it's not one where I need a prerequisite. I was gonna say, oh, but I can put it in. No, let's look it up first. Lumberyard. Ooh. But I don't have a trading post. Okay, so here's where I got hung up on. So the rule says if a building is rewarded from a specific card and no prerequisite is mentioned in the reward, give the rewarded building by placing it on an empty location on the town board. If the card mentions the prerequisite and that prerequisite has not been built, do not gain the rewarded building. So I think even though we need a trading post prerequisite, this doesn't say gain the building unless you don't have the trading posts. So this is saying just take it. Just take it. I know it has a prerequisite on it, but this doesn't say you need the prerequisite. So I'm reading verbatim from the rule book as I was saying that. So I take that to mean this doesn't say you need this prerequisite. So this allows you to just take this. Had this said, don't forget that you need the trading post, then you need the trading post or whatever other prerequisite it may end up having. So I'm going to say, yes, I do get this for free at no cost. So not only do I not need a prerequisite, I don't even have to pay this. I need a space, which I do happen to have. So I am just going to go ahead and say, thank you very much, golems. I very much appreciate that I am now able to spend one of my own worker villagers and 4 coins to increase production on the production track, right? Cool. So I myself have, in my case, I'm able to spend 5, but other factions would not be able to spend only 5. Other factions might have to end up spending 15, and it might be worth it to just spend a village die and 4 coins. So there we go. That is where our lumberyard is now. So yes, I am enjoying my playthrough of this game. It just takes a while because this is so new. It takes me a little bit extra longer to just grok, not even grok, just like know what I'm doing. Okay, so we have our second day started. Let's start our second day. And this is a tier 2, so it's a little bit harder. We got a little bit more. So this is how we start out now. And do we have a backpack? We do not at all. Not even in the 1 position. Never mind the 1 position. Oh, I forgot to look. So it is sunny right now, so we do not gain, I want to say progress? Anyways, okay, so backpack, we do not have a backpack, we do not gain anything. However, we don't lose anything. Okay, cool. So, are we prepared with our axe? No, we don't even have one, never mind in the 2nd position. Okay. Oh, interesting. But we also don't have that. Wow, that's amazing. Does that mean if you're prepared for the... Wait. If you're prepared with an axe, you get that. If you're prepared with an axe, you get that. Wow. That's my understanding without pausing to look it up in the book. Okay, so be it. It's not saying give me negative effects. I haven't lost anything. It just says, well, you've done nothing. Congratulations, nothing doer. So, anyways, okay, so this is one where I would need to pay the cost. And I do have something, and I do have something in 3. I have a rifle in 3. And even if I paid that, then in 4, because I have 4 items, oh shoot. No, then this moves up and that would be in 3. Oh, now I'd have to take a damage. Drat. Oh, so I'd have to lose 1 anyways. So I'm gonna have to lose 1 anyways. Okay. Well, so be it. Well, if I'm losing one anyways, I might as well just pay this cost. Number 3. And cost is paid. So now we get some meat. Oh, my mistake. My mistake. We get meat. Rifle becomes meat. Haha. Okay. My mistake. So, okay, very nice. So, are we... No, wait. Do we have a rifle? Yes. Okay. Gain some fur. Cool. So, fur is on... When you trap, you get fur. Okay, so I'm getting some nice stuff to bring back to the town. And indeed, I had that, so gain meat. So sight rifle becomes meat. Okay, so I don't have so much for tools, but I do have goods. So I might not do so good for the needing tools. I'm assuming I'm going to need tools for those ones, for that one. And, okay. Cool. And rifle and 4. Okay, yeah, okay. I think I did that right. All right. I know I'm making the occasional rule mistake, especially on this card, but so far I'm enjoying the Ranger. Unless I'm doing things wildly wrong. I think I did this pretty right. So far I'm enjoying the Ranger. So let's have the Ranger go from this one to this one. Nothing, there's no workers, does nothing special, and we're just gonna go ahead and start day 3. So, another sun, and there is no cloud, sun, so we don't have to worry about that. There is no effect that we have to worry about. So, is this a sunny day? It is not. Okay, so we don't worry about whatever this is. This is grab one of those, and it's a plus, so we don't have to worry about adding another one to our expedition. So, are we prepared with a trap? We are not in the 1 position. But we don't have a negative effect, so cool. Pressing on. We do not have foot. We do not get a negative effect for not having that. We can opt, so these are optional, but I want to do stuff and gain stuff. So we can spend a sprite die, if from our from our tray. We can decrease, it's our worker, we have the hand, that means our worker dies, not just the general worker dies. We could have, had we had a die, spent 1 to then, that means scout, look ahead, although this is the final card. And, oh, what's that one? Restock. Oh, okay, so grab some more stuff. But we do not have any worker dice at all, never mind sprites specifically. So that's all cool. So, okay, thank you for not hurting me a lot. I appreciate that. It also means I don't gain anything, but I did okay. I think for a basic expedition, I did all right. So there we go. So that's day 3 done. Okay, so expedition done, end of day 3. However, expedition done, so I'm not moving to the next card. I'm just going back to town. So all this stuff is now mine. I got a couple of furs. I got a couple of meats. I got a map and a trap. Cool. So now, these are the ones. Yeah, these just get shuffled into their piles. And of course, this goes into its pile. Okay, nice. I just noticed, and I might as well bring it up now, I'm not going to be seeing Expedition 3s during this playthrough, so I just want to point out, look at the Expedition 3s. It gives you a couple of hints as to what you're going to need on that expedition. So, I don't know, I just thought that was neat. All right, what am I waiting for? Let's get to day 4. It is sunny. Move the progress track, which we do not have. We do not I think summer had a nice, or not even a nice, but just a effect for sunny, sunny, sunny. But we are in autumn, so sunny, sunny, sunny means nothing, no progress. So okay, so I do want to stay in town. I have a trap. Obviously, I want to get other things as well. Um, what kind of, you know what? At the start of the game, I'm just going to do another light expedition next time I do an expedition. So I already know I'm going to need trap, which I have, and an axe. So let's see, an axe is a sprite action. So I want to go to a town spot where I'm allowed to do a sprite action so that when it comes time for me to do my own thing, I can get an axe. In fact, I also might want to increase this as well. When you increase it, the first time you increase your inventory to 5, so you can bring 5 things instead of 4. You do it again, you're still at 5. So this isn't a you spend and you gain one spot, and you spend you gain another spot. No, you have to spend the first time you spend you gain a spot, but then you have to spend twice to get to 6, twice to get to 7, twice to get to 8, once 9, once 10. Okay, yeah, cool. So what am I actually going to do? What seems interesting to me? And I just realized I can gain a skill right now. I have plenty of meat. I also have some furs. You know what? Let's look at meat and fur. I do have one map, but I'm going to go with what I have plenty of. So I have the 10 coins, so I can spend one. Oh, because obviously I'm looking at going to the longhouse then, gain a skill. And I would have to be able to pay for the skill to be able to gain the skill. So I figure since my other two have, I focused on getting a skill, I might as well do one. Okay, so these are pay a coin to increase pip values, very nice. And when you're on an expedition, spend a villager to do a villager building action. Nice. So you're on an expedition. Ah, I love that. So you're on an expedition. You're not going to do town actions. Duh. However, you can send one of your not sprites, villagers to so that they can go and do a town action as long as it's a villager action specifically. I like that. Um, this is also good, but I seem to be so enthusiastic about this as I'm looking at it that okay, okay, being able to do town actions while I'm on an expedition as long as I have this dice, the villagers. I always want to say sprites, but sprites are blue specifically. Villagers to do a building action for me while I'm on an expedition. Okay, I'm super stoked about that. Obviously, I'm going to spend a five coins and a meat. So this is just going to go back is all done. And I now have that skill. Okay, so I want to do an actually, this is while I'm on an expedition, whatever. So I'm not going to be doing this because I can just do whatever anyways. Okay, whatever. Nice. Go on an expedition, but I can still do part of the buildings anyways. And what's I have? Yeah, I kind of want this one as well. Do the same thing, but oh, I even have a map. Wow. Oh, I kind of really want this one too. Oh, obviously that's what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I did the skill. I skipped moving him there. You know. Wow, I kind of want to stay in town and just stock up on skills. Whew. And then because I can, oh, I don't have wood, and I can spend to move the track. So, okay, so gain stuff. Okay, so I got the skill. Town action is done. Okay, so my purpose now is just to start gaining more tools. It's good to have goods. I want tools. I also, oh, that's right. I want to also do this. Spend a meat. I want to Okay. Okay, that's fine because I can do that with the map, this with the, oh shoot, no, I can't. Oh, okay, but I can take other actions, right? That'll allow me to gain, yes. Okay, that'll allow me to gain, oh, other things. Ooh, man, there's some good choices. So far, the Ranger has me excited to play the Ranger. So I think currently I'm excited to get back to playing the Ranger. Wow, I'm really enjoying this. And that's my review. No, not really. But I am really enjoying this right now. Okay, so for the purpose of the next expedition, stick with the axe because this can align you with one or the other. Pick one. So stick with the axe. So I choose axe. So now I'm aligned with the sprites, but you know that is what it is now. Okay, so I have an axe. Okay, so I'm gonna have goods. Let's stock goods and stock tools. Fair enough. Okay. So now I can continue on to doing any of these. I can spend wood, get coins, spend wood, move the track. I am not spending wood. The wood that I don't have, I'm not going to spend because I don't have it. Go figure. So I think that's it for today, right? Okay. I am enjoying this ranger, as I already said. So that's it. Because we're going to do this. We do not have any worker dice, so that's not going to happen. Oh, how do I increase this? Oh, okay, so I need to have a backpack and footprints. Okay, so I do need to gain that as stock anyway so that I have some, so I might as well do that. I might as well stay in town a few turns, gain a backpack, do traps so that, because I have a couple furs. Yes, trade furs to gain 2 of anything. Okay, so this is a fur and a tool specifically, so I might want to sell 2 furs to get 8 coins. I want to get 5 coins, but I want to keep my tools. Okay, so I am just thinking ahead. So I do want to get a backpack that can increase this, so that helps me out my next expedition. So I think that's what I'll do next turn. So what I'm going to do is take him back. Oh, but it would also be good for you, sir, to clear. Oh, that would have been good. You know what? You, sir, are going to clear something just to make sure we have a thing that is clear. So yes, you are going to be here for a while, and I expect to have started an expedition by the time I'm done. Cool, cool. All right, so weather. Here we go. Right about now. Weather. Just rain. So we have sun, sun, rain. And oh, we do have two cards, please. Thank you. So we have a sun and rain over there. So if the next one, oops, this is sun, sun, rain. So if we get a cloud next, cool. There is no effect, so I'm just going to go ahead. Okay, so the town action, I do want to stock up, but I also want to be sure that I'm going to clear something. And I just realized that means I have to spend money to do it. Wow, this is tight to start off. This is tight. Okay, so we're going to move to the Discover Land. Shoot. I don't have these backs of the cards memorized. But if I knew that one of them had a 5 coins, then I would just, of course, go for that one. What do you do? Spend 5 to clear some land. What do you say? We got 1 there, there, there. And let's connect them even better. Let's go for 3. All right, everybody. He's going for 3. What's going to happen? Ooh, increase money by 1. That is money, right? And that's a yes, but income rather than money. So, okay, so that's done. I'll just set that there. Okay, we are cleared. So this aligns you with blue, so you have to do a blue action. You do not have a compass or backpack. You can choose the backpack. So let's do that. Actually, you can do both. If I'm going for a lighter, I'm way more likely to need a backpack. I'm hoping. Okay, so yes, I do need the backpack anyways, because we are Sprite. We are Sprite. Oh, I see, I see, I see. So be it. I'm gonna say so be it. I just want this anyways. Yeah, I'm going with what I want this anyways. Pressing on. So this leads to I can worker dice. Nope. I can increase. All right, I can increase. What is the cost of an increase? Oh my. 5 coins, which I don't have. Um, do I want to just gain a compass now? Gain a compass now, gain a backpack later? Because I do need compass as well. Because I have a map, but not a compass. So I'll do that. Gain a compass. Now, I can sell a map for 5 if I wanted to, or I can pay a map to reveal. Take the level 1 card, flip it over, and now it is permanently flipped over. Shuffle it, but like you can see, I would manipulate my shuffle just because. But I think I want to have a map. Yeah, to be able to build this. So I gain a compass, and do I just leave it at that then? And I wanted to clear land just in case I get another one of those cards. Like, hey, just build. Well, I want to have stuff to build. Okay, so in terms of priorities, okay. Of course, I want to do other things, but in terms of priorities, okay, I prioritized that. So be it. I can't do anything else. I want to sell furs next, so I want to take a villager action next. Okay, so be it. Ugh, this game, I want to do so much, you know? Because I do want to increase this. Maybe I prioritize getting these skills, and then I don't worry about it in the future. Then I do expeditions, and then I start worrying about increasing this. Maybe I do that. Maybe you get 2 skills. Hey, construct 1 building with a prerequisite. I didn't show you my goal. My goal card says construct 1 building with a prerequisite. Does the building with a prerequisite? So that building had a prerequisite, but it got built anyways. Yeah, pretty much all buildings have prerequisites, right? It doesn't even say replacement prerequisite, just it has a prerequisite on it. So, okay. You ever play a game and you're like, okay, the round is done, but surely there's more to it. No, this is all I can do, right? I mean, I can do, what did I end up taking? Compass. I can do this, but I don't want to. Slash, actually, I do want. No, not so much. Okay. Town. Yeah, here I go. I'm gonna get some skills that require dice, but not higher dice because I'm spending money on other things like skills that let me use dice. So the next day, oh, it's rain. Nope, nothing up there. There is no sun, rain, rain. Oh, move the queue. So there is nothing in the queue. Okay, right now it's money. I can sell furs to gain money. I don't want to give up tools to gain different tools. Maps gets me the most money, but I want maps for this. So I guess I am just going to do furs. And then I have a couple coins. Maybe I can hire a die. Okay, so I need to have one of these alignments. I could go to the longhouse and gain a coin. I could go to the general store, pay 3 to do a building. No. I can give up my actions, bring down things to bring up things. No. And I don't have dice. Maybe I just gain a coin then. Because it looks like the fishing grounds lets me give up doing my character actions, but I want to do my character actions in the first place, and that's a sprite alignment anyways, so that's off the board. I don't have money to spend, so I'm not going to go to the lumber yard. The general store, I also don't have money to spend. I'm not going to go there. So longhouse, I guess I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to spend money. Oh, you have not been on an adventure yet. Oh, but that might mess up your alignment. You should go on an adventure before this game, this round, this session ends, this season ends. But not right now. But don't forget to do that. You can also construct. No, I don't think you can. Oh, I forgot to put these back now that I brought up construct. That's actually probably a good idea. So I'm just gonna go through this exciting. So we have general store built. General store is built. We have the longhouse. We have fishing ground and lumber yard. Fishing ground and lumber yard. Fishing ground, trading post. Fishing ground and lumber yard. Lumber yard. Fishing ground. Lumber yard. That replaces it. Fishing ground and lumber yard. Okay. Okay. So these I have the prerequisites for built. So at the end of the season, if I do the thingy, oh, I can increase. Ooh, wasn't that lovely? What's the cost? 3 income. Oh, we do have 3 income. It's not necessarily wise to spend everything all at once at the end of the season. Really? Oh, I don't have the ability to build that. I can go there. Ooh, 2 actions. I can go there, lower it, and then increase. And at the end of season, increase that one. 2. 1. I think I'm going to focus on not spending everything. If I only have 1, I'm not going to spend 1. If I have 3, I'm not going to spend all 3. But we'll see. Trading post. I don't even have that in the first place. A monument, really? For the general store. Cool. Okay. Oh, to increase that by 1. I can't spend build that anyways. To increase that. 3 foods, no. Post office. Spend 1 at everything. So what you're saying is I should be increasing my production. Everything needs production, hey? Everything needs production. And you, sir, are the one who can increase production. But you need 5 coins to do it. Can't do it in the first place. Increase production. 2 and 1. Oh, and you get 1. 3, so it'll be a while. If I'm spending it all to gain some, to have the potential to gain some here, and then just gain one once it's finally able to go out on the board. I think that's looking like what we should do. Because the quarry I can't afford in the first place. I need to have 2. Okay, so it looks like I'm looking at production. That's when everything. End of the season, gain a do a goal. That's cool too. Okay, so that's my debate then. Okay. Do the goal. Hey, help you get through the goal cards. Or pay less. Well, for everyone else, you're going to have to pay 5. Everyone else won't have to worry about paying 10 or 15 to increase production. As long as they have villager dice. Or a villager die. Seems a little bit more important. Oh, lumberyard. This would just replace the lumberyard. Oh, okay, because I can see. This is the same action as that with the added bonus of increased production at the end of the season. Okay, that's cool. I'll go with that's cool. I'll go with that's cool. So, to get it in the queue in the first place, pay 2, 1, 2, and 1 production. Choices, hey? And go in number 3. Okay. Which, of course, is what happened when he went there. And there is villager. So now I can choose the backpack action. Or yeah, gain a backpack. So this one on this side, I gain a backpack. And I don't have worker dice, so that's just not happening to do a building action of whatever alignment that die is. Or I can increase. Oh my, seriously? That's not what I'm doing this turn. That's not what I'm doing this turn. I'm gaining a trap to sell. I am gaining a trap so that I can sell my furs. That's always was what the plan was. So I'm selling my furs. Gets me 5, 6, 7, 8 coins. Okay. Cool. I'm good. Doop-a-doo. Too bad I couldn't get that later. Whatever. Okay, so I have a building. Good for you. Looks like you're not increasing anything during this game season. Okay. Naturally, I don't have workers, so I'm going to go back. Nothing special to do. How many days are left? 1, 2, 3? 3 days, I think. Seems like 1, 2, 3. Okay. And our weather card says we get a thing, and it's cloudy. So we do not have rain, rain, cloud. But we do get to have a event. So that's nice. Our event says, whoops, trust is earned. Ponk, the sprite who got trapped under the wood pile, beckons your group to follow them into the forest again. Come along, promise not to run. When you arrive in the clearing, there is a bubbling cheer as dozens of sprites welcome you and celebration begins. Yay! The evening is spent talking and laughing. Fix leans forward and says, You see, these sprites have made up their minds. You're all good to us. Then she points into the distance where the tower glows dimly. The tower will start showing its approval soon. Ooh, the tower is where the sprite dice are. Shuffle in events 9, 24, and 128. Shuffle adventure cards 21 through 30 into the adventure deck. Open secret envelope number 1. The first one where I'm going to have to actually put spoilers, but this is my playthrough. So, you see that I'm about to open the secret envelope, right? So you choose if you're good to watch that, or this is where you jump off. Shuffle in events. 9. What am I doing? 42. So I got to search through to get to 42. And 128, which is near the bottom. Not that far to the bottom. 6, 7, 8. 128. Nice. So I'll get these just there. Events are now going to be shuffled. Events 9, 42, and 128. I was just making sure that 42 indeed was 42. Okay, and shuffle, and we stop at 9. Okay, 9 will be the next one. Now, that's not done. Adventure cards 21 through 30. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Oh, this just covers that, and shuffle in. Oh. Okay, it has the number on the front. That's how you know. Okay. Has number in front. Okay. I'm not doing my best work. I'm not reading these as I'm messing up my shoveling. Okay. It's like, no, take this one. This one should be the next one. That one's going to be the next one. I'm just not going to put up with that anymore. 2. 2 will be my next one. And remember, you want to go on an adventure. Okay. Open secret envelope number 1. I have to grab the box. And here we go. Envelope number 1 about to be opened. Hooah! Oh, it's all stamped and everything. It's a sticker, but it looks like a stamp and everything. Okay. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. What do we got? Oh, more. Oh, weather cards. Another weather card. 10 days of a season. 10 days of a season. Yeah, 10 days of a season. Okay. A new action. Is this? Oh, it's an upgraded one. Oh, nice. And we got the guys. Front. Secret envelope back. SO1. Do I read these now? Okay. I assume I have to read these. There's no please read these instructions. Where did I put that envelope? Okay. Yeah, no, there's no read contents when opened. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to assume I'm supposed to read it. Okay. If that turns out to be wrong, oops. As Fix promised, the tower gave back to the community in an unexpected way. Later in the evening, the dim glow of the tower flashed brightly. Whoa! The ground appeared to have lightning flash through it. Once the tower returned to a dim glow, it seemed to be over with one exception. Everyone felt a strong spirit of generosity. The enthusiasm to help each other build a collective home had never been higher. Nice. Yeah. I wanted to play SimCity, and a fantasy SimCity. I'm just happy. Let's continue. Sprites. Fix has been around town pretty much since your group settled here, but her presence has really stepped up recently. Additionally, I want to say beaucoup has been more present as well. I'm Canadian, so merci beaucoup. Has been more present as well. The villagers generally appreciate their presence, and it has a positive effect on the other sprites who are helping in town as well. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, I did read that. Okay, sorry about that. has never been higher. If your income is greater than food, it is not. Shuffle events 54 to 55 into the event deck. Add the tower upgrade to the, yes, I am correct. A very nice upgrade. Nice. Upgrade. So now it looks like I can spend one from the track to gain a coin, right? Hopefully that's correct. What's the other side? Oh. Okay, side 2, side 1. I'm going to go side 1. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. No, I do have to put it to the 2 side because shuffle, otherwise, shuffle events 56, 57 to the event deck, add tower upgrade 2 to the space. Okay, okay, okay. That's how it is. Okay, okay. I get it. Event 56, 57. Oh, 57, 56. That's right where I happen to split it. Okay, shuffle events 56, 57 into the events deck. Okay. Okay. Every time you use that space, you will earn one of the following benefits. So for 2, gain a coin. Oh, gain a coin for each culture and food level used. Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. Okay. You get something, not just the building. You can also get a coin. So you have to spend, so in this case, so culture and food. So I would get 1 coin for the each culture and food. So 3 food, so I'd get 3 coins for that. Nice. Use that space to construct. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So now this is done. Okay. I am going to reread this. Fix has been around town pretty much since your group settled here, but her presence has really stepped up recently. Additionally, Buku has been more present as well. The villagers generally appreciate the presence, and it has a positive effect on the other sprites who are helping in town as well. This envelope includes a new weather card. Shuffle it in with the weather card deck that is already in play. Weather. Okay, so we don't have 2 days left after this. We have 3 days left after this. Place fix in the sprite action face. Oh, and fix Buku. Fix. Nice. When the sprite, a sprite die effect comes up on the weather card, okay, included in this envelope, replace fix with the next sprite in numerical order. So in this case, Buku. Oh, I didn't realize they had numbers on top. So yeah, there's a number on top. We got a 2 and a back. So a character can use a hired sprite to go to the sprite oh, okay, that's what that square is for. So you can use a die and put it next to the sprite. You know what I mean. You can use a sprite die to go to the sprite. Action space during the town action step to perform the ability offered by the sprite who is there. And fixes, oh, okay, so I need to keep this on hand to know what they do. Fix, I can spend 1 coin to hire a villager. Buku, I can spend 1 coin to hire a sprite. Well, that makes sense. Also, I'm going to put my sprite guy there. So can go there now. Well, my workers can go there now. And fix, that's what fix's action is. Just thinking, what do I do? Maybe I just have to leave it there. And fix. Come to me. Yeah, it looks fine on camera. Okay, I guess I'll do that. Yeah, spend a coin, hire a specifically orange villager, die. Okay, I'm cool. Okay, yeah. Okay, so every time the sprite comes, that changes. Okay, so I do want to gain the skill, that's this one with the map. For that, so what worker do I want? I feel like Ranger should have one of the many sprite dice. Yeah, so I'm going to do the skill. I'm going to gain a skill. I'm going to pay the 5 and the map. Pay the 5 and the map. I can now have sprite dice go do sprite empty building actions. Because I still can't be where someone else is. I'm playing solo, but if there were other players and someone was on that general store, I can't place another character there, including my own sprites. Now, looking forward, I want to increase this trek if I can before I even set out on another expedition. So I need 2 coins. And that's not possible at all because everything needed production. So that's not happening. I could go there a couple of times just to do that and then just gain whatever. And then start another expedition. And that's that. I can only sell goods to get coins. Otherwise, that's what I'm doing. So maybe I do that anyways. Then I can bring 5 goods. And if I do that a couple more times, then I can have more, not goods, tools to choose from in the first place. Okay. So did that. I gain the skill. I'm not going to do anything else. So, yeah, I don't have a rifle. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to come back. And I just remembered you want to do an adventure too. So I think next day you'll do an adventure. So, okay, so you don't start a next expedition the rest of this season. You know what? That's life. Unless I end up getting coins from a adventure. But now that I said it, you know that's not going to happen. So, okay, whatever. Whatever. Oh, I didn't gain a thing. What thing am I gaining? And I just said I don't have rifle. Yeah, let's go with rifle. Okay, so he's here, sprite alignment, gain a rifle. Rifle, well, I'm not doing this. I want this meat for that. Do I want to do this? Oh, this is the reveal a card. Level 1, a tier 1 card. And if there's any meat on it, gain that amount of meat. Just here. No, I'm not going to spend a rifle to do that. No sprites, no dusk action. Let's just start our next day. Okay, we get more events, and it is cloudy. So rain, cloud, cloud. That is nothing, but we get to do a nice event. Hopefully. 146. Oh, 146 was the next one. Okay. Called to the valley. An elderly man rides into town on his rickety mule-drawn cart on an otherwise unremarkable day. He stops in the middle of town and begins to unload. When questioned of his intentions, he simply smiles and said, "I've been called here by our Creator to be with you wonderful people." All on his own, he begins to build. Place the chapel on the fourth space of the construction queue. Just place it. Just do it. Okay. Okay. It doesn't say on this condition, on this chapel. Chapel. Nope, that was not chapel. Chapel church. Chapel. Yep, event card. Literally, when you get the event card that says do it, do it. Okay. Okay, so these are going to need to move up because you can't place anything lower than that. And if you get something that's a 3 or 4, wah, wah. Okay, cool. Yep, that's it. That's cool. So, do you just want to get on with an adventure? I haven't done an adventure. That means I'm not going on another expedition, and I'm going to not worry about it. There's a lot of adventure cards. So we're numbered. Yeah, 2 adventure card is you've been tracking a prize buck. It's that makes sense. It's taken hours to get to this point, but the opportunity to line up your shot arrives as the stag grazes in the field. Suddenly, you receive a blow to the back of your head and everything goes black. When you come to, the first thing you notice is the splitting headache you have, naturally. The second are the unusually large bare footprints nearby. Evidently, someone snuck up behind you, although they didn't take anything. There's no sign of the buck. Shuffle event 125 into the event deck. And I'm aligned with sprites. 1, 2, wait. Event. Okay, so event 125. Event 125. That's there. Just clean this up and oh. And it doesn't, okay. 57 will be the next one. Okay, and with a sprite alignment, do I want to axe, a compass, or progress? Progress, I guess. I have one. Well, I have 1 axe, 1 compass. Yeah, but I have 0 whatsoever. So I guess I'll just do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything. I still need 2 coins. Okay, so I know this is my stock. Stock up. I mean, I kind of do that when I play RPGs too, like video games. I kind of overlevel myself a bit so I don't have to worry about, oh, I can't do this, so now I have to. No, when I get there, hopefully I can just blast through it 1, 2, 3 times before I can just move on before I have to not worry about spending a bunch of time leveling up. Just do that during gameplay. So be it. I'm going to say that's that. That doom. I'm going to go ahead and not start the day because we haven't even done the weather effect yet. Weather effect, rain, and we got an event. So cloud, rain. Cloud, rain is not a thing on our weather. So let's get right to the event. Number 57 event. The farmer looks to the sky and assesses what kind of weather is upcoming. Look at the next weather card. If it has any of the following, apply the effect. Okay. This would be the die one. Yeah. Sun. Indeed, there is sun. Gain food. whole lot of notes. Put the weather card back on top of the deck. Okay. Okay, that's the event. And I suppose I am going to take boring turns of I'm getting a coin. So that I have 4 right now. Choose your alignment. Do I not have, do I want a backpack? Let's take a backpack. Wait. I'm going to be taking a backpack to do that next turn. So 2 traps, 1 rifle, 1 axe, progress, 1 compass. Those are backpacks. No, I already have 2 traps. Let's take a rifle. Okay. We took a rifle. I'm not doing any of this. So that's that. And the final one, I was just thinking, I hope that it moves up the truck. No, it's the badoo. Okay. So it's sunny. So we have cloud, rain, sun. No, we have the opposite, but not cloud, rain, sun. So swap out our sprites. As for cheaper hiring, I'm going to put in what I call a boku. Oh, let's remind ourselves that that's what they are doing, or he is doing. Okay, so that's resolved. We now have a new sprites in. Hey, let's we'll just charge you 1 to hire 1 instead of 2 to hire 1. The trade-off being it has to specifically be sprite. So you can still go there. If you want the other one, you're just going to be paying 2, or 5 if you want 2 of them. So not only am I enjoying the Ranger, I got to open the secret envelope and I get to use my sprites now. Huh. This is nice. Okay, anyways. So yeah, this is resolved. I will continue into town for my last turn to gain a coin. And I will align myself. Do I want a backpack? Yeah. I'm now taking that backpack. I don't have any hired. That's fine. I'm not doing that, of course. But now I can finally increase my track. So I'm going to. And the next one says 5 coins, 1 meat. So 1 meat goes back. And 5 coins goes back. I am now broke. I'd better go off and do something, but that'll have to happen next time. Okay, and we are at the end of the season. So we don't have any buildings with end of season actions. And construct a building. We did indeed were able to construct a building, and it had a prerequisite. The lumberyard had the trading post. It has a prerequisite, so let's press on. I'm going to say yes, it had a prerequisite. I'm sticking with that. Okay, so move up the track. Ooh. And we got our move up the track. Okay, and gained, 2 production. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Shuffle in goal of 15. Okay. Shuffle in, where's our goals? 9, 15. Okay. I'm not even gonna read what it is. I'm just going to, let's shuffle our goals. What's our next goal? Will be discover 1 land for every character. Okay. What's the merchant, right? That's what she's called. So she'll have to discover a land. So reset the weather now that we have 10 days in a season. So just have to remember that. 10 days in a season. Okay, whatever. So weather, change season tile. So we're going to our winter tile, and that is what our winter looks like. A lot of rain. Winter for the merchant. And then change character. So of course, the merchant is what will be next. So thank you very much for joining me as I continue this playthrough of Mythwind. Have fun.